Yeah,
No, it
prison
was
was.
I think Alexandria.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
like
guess
after Alexandria, and then like apparently the episode that I just finished or that I was on was when they get invaded by apparently these people with W's on their foreheads.
The W's.
It's the W's. Yeah,
What
I like
are
the
the what?
the
the
white.
what?
Look at the whites. No one pays attention to the whites.
Wow.
Why is it the white always
Could
get in
you
trouble?
could you imagine that was their gimmick? Like, you had the KKK back in the day. What you got? We got WWW. People might confuse you for something else.
It's WWWs. Oh God, those fanatics.
The Wicked White West. I don't know.
It's the worldwide wrestling.
Wild Wild West.
It's the Wicked Wild West. It's that much more wicked
Some
and
guy with no
wild.
shirt comes right in your face and starts singing Wild West.
Oh my god.
Hey, that was Cisco's part. He sang it well.
I
There
think
you go, Cisco.
I think that was the only thing that was really great about that whole movie.
Yo, that
Selma
song,
The
Hayek.
song was pretty lit.
that song was a banger,
Selma
yo.
Hayek.
That song was a banger, man. Like Will Smith with his clean rap and Cisco belting out the chords. Yeah, it was nice, bro.
You know,
Oh yeah.
it's good, wholesome fun.
It's wholesome, just like the thong song.
Oh my
Good,
god.
wholesome song.
I can't believe that aired on TV though. The thong song. Oh
To
man.
be fair, he doesn't swear. He doesn't say anything that degrading. It's just
No, but
about
did you
song.
see the video clip?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
A bunch.
He's like, back in the day, I had a VCR. I saved it.
I recorded me so much music. I joke though, but I totally did. Totally recorded so much music. I'm like, oh, this song's next, and like, because I was too poor to buy CDs at the time, right? So
Mm.
Oh, I actually did that thing like when I was really, really young, where you would actually record music off the radio on a cassette.
yeah,
Oh, on like the actual 8-track? Was it 8-track or just? Yeah, yeah. No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. You'd have like a little portable radio, and you just slap record when you hear your favorite song come on.
yeah.
But then like when you don't have the tape ready, you have to take a fucking pencil and try to figure out where the song ends and where the next one starts.
Okay, I really hope I don't skip over that last song. I really like it. You skip over the half. You're like, fuck.
Oh man. So
Are we live?
Yes, we
yeah,
are.
we are.
Oh, okay, then I can't say my other comment. Or can I? Scrabble porn. There were some times, speaking of recording things, like I would record wrestling back when it was nice and perfectly legal to have black boxes. But so I was recording some good old fashioned wrestling because I had to go to sleep. So I would record it, and then apparently I caught a whole mess of porn right after. Like, 3 hours after. Like, huh?
Man,
There you go.
I'll never forget the time. Like growing up, I used to watch the Rambo movies all the time growing up, and Rambo 3 was my favorite one, even though it was the worst one. And I remember the tape just disappeared one day,
Huh.
and my father told me like, "Yo, they got mad at me like because I got four sisters at home, and they got mad at me because I kept watching Rambo all the time, kept hogging the
Yeah.
TV. It was only one TV, and they're like, so I broke the
Oh.
tape. I was like, oh shit, okay, and I shit you not, years go by. Okay, at least 2 years go by, and some family comes to stay at my house. And you know what happens when immigrant families and the family comes over? It's like, okay, well, kids, you're giving up your room. Your aunt and uncle are sleeping in your rooms. You guys sleep on the floor. So aunt and uncle take over my room, and this was when I had a TV and a VCR in my room. I'm in the basement helping my dad clean out stuff with my uncle, and I find Rambo 3, the cassette.
Oh.
And I was like, yo, I thought this thing was broken, busted, and gone. And no, it was still there. And the worst part, my dad forgot he never broke the tape. He was like, oh yeah, I guess we do have Rambo 3. So I was like, okay. I go upstairs. My aunt's in bed, getting ready to go to sleep. And I told her, I just want to check this out. I can't believe we have Rambo 3. So I slap Rambo 3 in the VCR. She's watching TV. Fucking no joke, Gilligan Island porn pops up.
What? So you taped over.
Yeah. Taped over it, man.
Why Gilligan's
I
Island
don't know.
4?
I have no idea.
Well,
And I turned it off immediately. I was like, "What the shit?" My aunt looks at me. I'm like, I showed her the box. Like, look, it's supposed to be Rambo 3. I swear, it's not. It's not me.
Runs up to your dad. Yeah, he's watching the porno.
Watching the porno.
And the worst part is, it wasn't even my dad.
Ha.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because we like that when the tape disappeared, we had these people that came to stay at our house from Trinidad. They were friends of the family, and they were also
Okay.
musicians, and one of them did that.
Oh.
And I just the only part that never clicked for me, I never understood why my dad said he broke the tape. So I was just confused about that. So I'm like, okay, you didn't do it, but you were involved. Okay.
You know, it probably what happened is that it got accidentally recorded over, and you just didn't want to admit to you. It's like, ah, shit. Yeah, it got broke, son. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened, but
But
yeah,
it makes
it's gone now.
it makes sense. It makes sense that he wouldn't remember that what happened to Rambo 3 because he never did it to begin with. So I was like, oh, okay, fine, I buy that. But yeah, good times. Poor Stallone, man. I feel bad for what happened to him on that tape, even though his first movie was a porn movie. But
Nice.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, something that you should star in one day. The sequel to it, The Italian Stallion 2. Plumbing my way
I
through.
mean, someone has to take up the mantle now that Ron Jeremy's out of the things.
Oh, dude, if that's the threshold you're setting yourself, that's a low bar. That's,
I want to be
Well, I mean, I'm already fat. I just have to start plowing chicks and just being all greasy and gross.
Oh man.
That's
So-
nice.
So everyone had a chance to catch up with The Last of Us or not? Not everybody.
Yeah.
All right. So
Wait.
before I go
Oh,
off
were
on
we
it,
supposed to watch it?
it would have been better.
Okay, good. That's good. I watched it then.
What?
I tricked you.
We wanted to spoil it for you and everything. How dare you?
I want it to be all spoilers.
Joe got mad because he saw an ad for M&M's, but there was no trans M&M on it. No.
Really?
So I don't want to go off on it just yet because I feel like I go too harsh when I judge TV shows. So I want to hear what you guys have to say first, or what you think. So, actually, if you don't mind, we'll start with Hybrid because he can talk about what he thinks of it so far. He got episode 1 and 2
It's true,
down.
since I watched. Yeah, exactly. Episode. Okay, I'll be honest. I thought it was a little slow, just because like when you're playing a game, you're more immersed in it because you're playing a game. Whereas you're watching the show, I'm like, fuck me, man. I can only handle so much silence. I get enough of this when I was watching Walking Dead, so that's probably why I'm getting a little bit of that association issue going on. But like, it was cool to see the scenes that happened in the game, like when you were getting away from the house and you're entering the traffic and the people and the blah and the blah. Like that was pretty cool. I was like, oh shit, it's just like in the game. So I fanboyed out a little bit. But like, I don't know, it was a good pace to be fair.
Mhm.
And then, how the fuck did that end? Oh right, blah, blah. I agree with what was her name? I already forgot. Tess. Like the
Yeah.
choice for Tess.
Mm.
Like, I could see. It's just something about her. So it's like they don't. Like, are they supposed to be a couple or something?
They never really hinted at it that much in the games.
Because like they slept together in that one scene, but I
No.
don't mean like they banged. I meant like she literally slept behind him, and then he kind of like went in and out or whatever.
In the game, it was explained. They
I honestly
used to-
forgot. It's been years. I played it on what, PS3?
in the game, they used to be a thing, and when we meet them, it's strictly business.
Really? Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
when the hell did it explain it? Because that's news to me. I didn't think that they actually went into detail about that.
Yeah, no, but
Honestly
it was like
forgot.
one or two lines, saying like how
We
in the
fucked.
like yeah, no, seriously, it was like one or two lines I think where they were just like how, we got down, we got dirty, and that was it.
Because like the way already forgot what these guys' names were, but like how they were describing after the quote unquote goons or whatever beat her up,
The ladybugs,
and then pardon?
the ladybugs, no, the fireflies.
Or,
the,
yeah,
just
the ladybug.
ladybug.
That sounds so tame. Like going out causing all this mayhem. We're a bunch of ladybugs.
The ladybugs murdered 15 people and hung them on posts. It's like this is a big fear thing now, the ladybugs. And they and all the graffiti are just giant ladybugs with all these cute faces. It's the ladybugs, all this blood all over the place. But yeah, okay, the fireflies. Yeah, so they roughed her up, and then the guy was like, "Oh, I don't want you telling the guy you're with," and blah blah blah, because like he made her seem like she's with somebody, and then I completely forgot who she was with, and then she starts talking to Joel. I'm like, okay, are they together, or are they just like supposed to be some team? But then why is she like cuddling up in his bed and shit? And I don't know. So I don't really care because the dynamic between the two is pretty.
Mm-hmm.
It's even kind of short in the game too. Like she was there for like maybe an hour or so into the game.
Exactly. And again, because it's a game, you're more immersed, right? And you don't really notice anything. You're just like, oh, cool, Tess is here, huzzah! Like how how like The Witcher has bitches and all that shit. And I'm gonna say his bitches because apparently he flogs everybody. But
no kidding.
But oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say if there was an episode where he didn't screw anyone, I'd be surprised.
Who, The Witcher?
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay.
I think.
I watched the show.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, but it wasn't he wasn't banging someone every episode, was he?
No.
Oh, well, no. It almost seemed like he was.
One,
though. Like
at the beginning.
I think he banged one chick in it, and that was it. No.
Yeah, I think so.
there was a chick at the beginning, and then there was what's her name? Yennefer. That's it. That's
true. There is Yennefer, but like I was meaning more like in the game, where you totally have the option.
Oh yeah, in the game, in the game,
yeah.
In the game,
yeah.
if it moved, he fucked it.
It's like Spartacus. Have you seen Spartacus?
There's a reason
they
why
bang almost every episode.
There's a reason the animators of that game didn't animate the chicken.
Oh gosh, darn. But yeah, Tess and Joel, I don't know. There's something about it. I don't know. There's something really gruff and bossy about her, and like not in the fun way, and kind of like, I feel like you'd be a burden to me eventually way. So I didn't really buy her into her character, but I did fanboy a little bit because she was an actress who was in this show a while back called Fringe.
Oh.
Yeah. So I like the actress. It's just the character I was pretty about because I remember her being a little more likable in the game.
Yeah, a little bit.
Based off what I said last time when we talked about the episode 1, like I think the only thing that, because to me Tess in the TV show, in the game, sorry, she was rough and gruff too, and she pushed Joel around. She told him what to do. She told him how to handle things, and she's like, "What the fuck are you doing? Get after him!" She was kind of bossy to Joel also, but I think what made her likable was that you didn't mind looking at Tess.
You were distracted by her assets.
No, not in that way. It's just like she had nice facial features and that kind of shit. Like it was like it's a good looking woman. And then in this show, like I said, I forgot what I called her. Like a skinnier version of something. Anyways.
Well, I don't,
a skinnier version of Roseanne is what I said.
Okay, now I see it. Yeah. Well, fuck, man. Half her face is beaten up for like practically half the time you see her. So you're watching her with a shiner the entire time, like a nice puffy shiner, and you're like, God damn. This is your introduction. You're beaten up.
And to be fair, that actress is actually quite good looking, man. Because I watched. I think it's the same actress, but she was in a show called Mindhunters, and my God, like she's a gorgeous woman. It's just the way they chose to portray her was like
very gruff.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like not a bad thing, but whatever.
Yeah.
And so and I think there's like this whole thing about like the choice of who's playing Ellie.
Yeah.
Oh, someone agreed. Because like I could see it, like something about her attitude. Because I know Ellie is like she's Ellie or whatever, but like I find this one is a little too eager to be a brat.
Yeah.
Is that just me, or
No, you're pretty much right on the money with that one.
so
I
a
thought
little
she was,
too eager to be a brat? Whereas Ellie was just blunt in the game. She's like, ah, fuck. Like, okay, cool. But this one's like she's purposely going out of her way to be annoying.
Yeah,
Like, okay,
a little bit. And like I said,
a little
Ellie
bit.
to me, Ellie in the game was more innocent. You know,
Mm.
she didn't know as much, and what she did
mm,
know, she wasn't afraid to express it. But like, I feel like the Ellie in the TV show is more, like I said, rough around the edges. You know,
Definitely,
a little,
definitely.
but
Like even
yeah,
sorry, go.
but to me, not in a way that ruins the experience at all.
That's fair.
I don't know. I still think it's a bit too much.
But okay,
I don't know. I just like it. There's it's more in the second episode, I guess. But I found she was kind of getting like a little bit too much as far as like a lot of the sass and the attitude. But there was some lighthearted moments with her.
Hmm.
But yeah, I have to agree with Josh. It's just I find she's a bit too.
Like a little
She,
too eager to piss you off.
yeah,
hmm
like
Like,
they took what
go.
Ellie had in the other games and just like shoved it more into your face.
hmm
I don't know, because like her introduction was whatever it was in the game, but like I found that they were more of that iconic pair. Just obviously they don't like each other. Whereas in the show, I feel like they really can't stand each other, and obviously for the obvious reasons. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like it seems like if they get together, but like if they, well, yeah, get together now, you'd be like, well, how? She was like purposely trying to be a shit. He wanted to shoot her the entire time. Like in the other version, Joel was just like "Brr," until he warmed up to her, but like it wasn't like a progressive brr. It was just an old man brr.
Like he just grumbled a lot and just like, he was like, I guess
A
I'll
little
deal
bit.
with you, but I
Like,
don't
but
yeah.
really want to deal
I
with
have to
you.
I have to ask while you experts are here. The original Last of Us,
Yes.
was that on PS3 or just early PS4?
No, it was on PS3.
PS3.
Okay, because I believe that was the one I played it on. So yeah, it's been a while.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind
Damn.
replaying it. Maybe when the PS5 conversion comes out. But yeah,
Isn't there supposed to be a remake, or did that already come out?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Like I know there's a remake coming out. I don't know if it's out or not. I'm seeing footage of it all over the place. I don't know when the. No, we looked it up last time. It comes out in September.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic, fantastic. But episode 2, I'm gonna leave to Mr. P of the T. What do you
Uh,
think?
I don't know. I I thought it really focused a lot more on Tess, but she seemed more like they were trying to make it her like out that she was more the I guess she was trying to be more the mother figure, but it seemed like they were trying to put more emphasis on her being the more brighter individual compared to Joel, whereas Joel just seemed like he was following orders.
Yeah.
Um, but for the most part, it was an okay episode. I liked I liked what they did with the clickers. The clickers was really neat just
Oh,
to see them all come in
the
and
clickers are
do their
great.
shit.
The clickers are great.
Yeah. No, they looked fantastic. Even I like a lot of the stuff that they're adding in. What's it? That old woman right at the beginning, or I guess that scientist girl at the beginning there who goes in, sees what what's actually going
Oh
on with
yeah.
Taiwan to bomb shit.
In Malaysia or
I
something. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and the spores are coming out of her mouth, or yeah, her mouth, the corpse's mouth.
yeah, basically.
Uh,
Yeah, I thought
it is
that
cool. Go,
I'm
go.
liking no, I'm liking the stuff that they're adding in outside of the normal content, like outside from what the show is. That seems to be pretty good. It's bringing in a bit more light to the rest of the story because like most of it that you got in the game, it was either from what was it from like files or videos or like little audio clips that you'd get. So like the story would kind of get filled out a lot through there, and then just some little points here and there between Joel and Ellie. But most of it was done through that. This time you're actually seeing a lot of stuff, and they're kind of bringing stuff more right into your face. Where yeah, you'd have to actually search and pay attention to that shit in the game.
That's
So
true.
I find it's a nice little touch.
Mm.
Mm.
I'm a little iffed about how the spores, like how they just come out of the mouth and then they walk and stumble into them, as opposed to the bite that was very well known already in the show,
But
in its own lore of the show.
apparently the bite also does the job.
Yeah, exactly. So why would the zombie need to slowly come? Oh, sorry, whatever, spore infected. Why would it need to slowly stumble over with this like deer in headlights look and its mouth wide open while pearly or like sparkly little tendrils come out of its mouth when they were all charging and then just biting the shit out of
Yeah,
people?
yeah. That I
I feel
completely
like it
forgot about
slows the
that.
pace.
You
You know what I
forgot
mean? Like
about
it slows
that?
the pace of the show.
I did. I don't know how I forgot about that whole scene,
Because
but
that was
yeah,
to
that
me that was the
was.
worst fucking scene in the whole show so
Oh yeah,
far.
that yeah.
And spoilers, like the way it came over to Tess towards the end and everything, like I'm like, really? Like, why did it stop, stare, and just stumble over when they were very much known for being aggressive as shit?
Yeah.
No kidding. And why did only one just stop and stumble over? Like
Yeah.
you think if one just stopped and stumbled, the other ones would be like, "Hey, why the hell are you stopping there? Oh, there's a fresh piece of meat over there."
Guys, why are you
Oh.
stopping there? What about me?
But I don't know, man. Like that, like, sorry, when I said that was the worst fucking scene I've ever seen, it's and the scene you're talking about now, to me specifically, that was the worst piece of fucking writing or directing I've ever seen. That was horrible to me. I did not like that at all. But sorry, I don't want to cut you off, D.
No,
Which scene was this specifically? Sorry, Wes?
the one you're talking about where the
Oh,
zombie just
Tess,
stumbles
okay.
over and just
Okay,
like,
yeah, okay.
but I'm gonna make out with you.
Like
Like,
like if they all just left her alone, and then like I think the bomb actually happens in the game, right?
yeah.
The
But
crater
that's what she died.
bomb thing, yeah.
Well,
Because like I thought,
was it zombies or I thought it was like some like army people or something like that. It was a whole bunch of infected in the game, no?
I thought it was supposed to be like some sort of actual fight.
Oh, you mean
Like,
okay? You mean like when Tess makes a
Tess
sacrifice?
dies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was Fedra. It wasn't zombies. It was Fedra that shows
Okay,
up
yeah.
and they shoot her and kill her. In the
Okay.
game, yeah.
Okay, so there's no explosion.
No,
Okay, because like I originally thought when it was all happening that during the scene, obviously spoilers for whoever's watching,
I titled it review. So if anyone's getting the shit spoiled, it's your fucking fault.
Okay, yeah. So when she has all the gas and the grenades and her lighter, and she's like flicking it, flicking it, flicking it, flicking it, and they're all running past her. And at this point, I'm thinking maybe they know that she's infected, so they're like, whatever, fuck her, she's infected anyways. Who cares? You know, like that kind of impression. Like we got her, it's only a matter of time. Let's keep going.
And like this one wants
Yeah.
to give his tentacles
Yeah,
to her.
apparently this one was like, I must give you my seed, and then he prances on her.
Why did he sound like Alex Louis Armstrong?
But like, how did,
Sorry,
it's like for a second. So go.
no, I'm just gonna say. I thought for a second it sounded like he was gonna burst out of his shirt and start flexing.
Right here.
Man,
But like for a second, I thought like she was gonna keep flicking it. They're all gonna run out, and she was gonna look super fucking distraught or something, as her plan clearly failed. And then like there was gonna be another scene or something behind it where they get chased and blah blah blah, or maybe whatever. Because like when it was failing and failing and failing, I'm like, oh fuck, like most of them already left. And then one stops and walks to her and she's still failing, and I'm like, okay, it's clearly gonna fail, and then she does it and it blows up, and you're like, really? I'm pretty sure most of them left already. Like I don't know, there's something about that scene is just. I know she needed to die, but that's the way you did it.
it was a weird
Yeah.
way, man, to make her go.
A little bit.
It was a really weird way. So the first thing I'll say that I noticed about episode 2 is that they changed the virus big time. In the game, it was cordyceps. It was fungus, and it would spread in the air through particles and whatnot. Right? Like there was a scene where
Yeah,
they were outside the museum, and Joel smashes something on the ground, and like puffed air comes out. And I'm like, fuck, dude, you're gonna inhale that shit? Like, what? What are you doing to yourself? You know? But they explain in the game how they're all connected through these tendons, right? Which is why at the end, when they kill a zombie in that place where they were supposed to meet the fireflies, you see the tendons sneaking out of the ground and like covering their hands because it's a hive mind now. So they can all communicate with each other. So there was no hive mind in the game, as far as I can tell.
No.
They were all individuals, and which I think is unfortunate because in the game there was like a dilemma whether the person was still in there or not. Because sometimes you can hear them say things and sometimes you can't. So you're like, okay, so the person knows he's in there, but they have zero control over themselves, and you got to kill him, right? Whereas now it's a hive mind; they're all connected, so they're all just mindless, and it's one being. But to be honest, it doesn't ruin the show for me. I just when I saw that scene where Ellie, Tess, and Joel were looking out, and one zombie did something to hurt himself, and then all the zombies started rolling all together, and I was like, oh, okay, so it's gonna be like a hive mind mob thing. It's gonna be like End of Days, where there's gonna be like flash mobs everywhere. You know, I'm gonna break out and dance and song and all kinds of shit.
Yes.
So that was the first thing. It doesn't bother me. It's a change that they made, and I hope it goes somewhere. I hope it pays off for what they have planned.
Honestly, it's been a while since I've actually played the game, so I honestly thought the hive mind thing might have been in it, and I thought it was a little off. Like I do, and now that you mention it, like I'm not as super huge into the idea. It's a cool idea, but like, why would spores or fungi or whatever? Why would spores have a hive mind? They're
That's it.
Sure, they're in clusters and shit, but they don't have a hive mind.
That's it. They wouldn't, right? And there
No,
was,
yeah,
and
really.
the, and it made me think in episode 1 there was a scene where there was this fucking thing stuck on a wall with just mushrooms growing all around it, right? And they were like,
Yeah.
they were like standing next to it, and it clicked in my head that they're never putting on their masks. They're not doing anything. And then I'm like, oh, okay, so there's no risk of you inhaling anything to get infected in this world. It's just the bite or the what do you call it, the feather duster coming out their mouth. So
Yeah, basically. Which is also something new that seems to be in this whole series.
yeah, that's 100% new.
I like the idea of it being airborne better though. Like the
Yeah.
spores that you can't walk in certain areas otherwise.
Because to me
like,
that creates a whole level of fear, man.
oh, absolutely.
Just
You could
breathing
have,
could
you could
kill
have
you.
you could have great scenes in it where like, the heroes are trying to escape like this big mob or like pursuers who have guns and et cetera, but they know about the spores. These guys didn't. They maneuvered around. The bad guys got into spores. You see how it infects their bodies and transforms them into like zombies and shit. Like I find like it's missed opportunities.
It is missed opportunities, and like
Instead
and
of
like for
just the normal hive mind, like that's just World War Z shit.
yeah, and
Yeah.
like for instance, Ellie was able to run around in areas that were fucking loaded with cordyceps with no mask on, and Joel would
Yeah.
have one on. He would look at her and say, "Jesus Christ, you can breathe this shit in," and enemies would see that. They would see that she's not wearing a mask and not think it's a regular girl, or they'd be like, "What the fuck? How is she breathing? How is she not coughing?" That can add a whole different element to the show. But I'm gonna give the show a chance and see where they take this hive mind business. I'm hoping they did it for the good reasons. But the other thing I'll say that about the episode that, well, actually, I'll say what I liked about the episode. So,
Yeah, we've been kind of
Yeah.
bashing this entire
yeah. No, because I still enjoyed it. Yeah.
God damn, it so fucking sucks.
But here's what I like about it. The intro.
But
Oh, no kidding.
But like no, but the opening scene was nice, honestly. When like what's her name? Ellie wakes up and you see Joel and Tess like just sitting there watching her freaked out. Like to me, it's like that's an appropriate response. You don't trust this person, so you stand guard on like pointing a gun at it, seeing it's going to turn. And I like the little banter they have back and forth. She pretends to turn into a clicker as a joke, and they like stop it, and like to me that was appropriate.
Yeah.
Ellie, that was good.
Because of fucking yeah.
And then the part that made me laugh was when they were leaving that area where they slept in that night. There's a scene where like Joel fucking moves this giant cabinet away from the door so they can get out. He's like, and you hear it like land, and it's like, yo, my guy actually did a QuickTime event in the show. It's like,
Oh, they did the backpack inventory.
yeah. I was like, wow.
Or he's fumbling around for bullets.
So that was pretty neat, and the whole, like you said, the whole clicker scene, to me it was masterfully done.
Yeah.
It was so well done. I thought it was fantastic.
I love the choreography too. I actually really like how the zombies move in this. They actually move like parasites took over their bodies, and not just zombies who have to hiss and yell and chase you.
I read that the people who did
Yeah.
the voice capture and the motion capture are the same people for the game.
Oh, cool.
And they hired those people to be the clickers in the show.
Nice.
Huh.
So I think that's why they were able to nail it so perfectly, because they did this twice already. So they're like, yeah, come on in, it's Wednesday, do your shit. And I would have liked to have seen them use more of the sound distractions, right? I don't remember if they did. All I remember is them staying quiet and trying not to make noise. But I remember in the game,
I thought they would have. Yeah.
it was a big thing to like take something and throw it in a direction and draw them away.
I honestly thought at some point they were going to too.
Yeah.
When he was trying to take the bullets out of his gun, I thought that's exactly what he was about to do.
I thought he was gonna cast away the like fucking throw him in the opposite direction of the empty shells.
Yeah.
Go check him out over there. But whatever. I still thought it was a fantastic scene. And then all the other shit happens, and then we fall to the great finale, the showdown in the Boston Capitol building, which is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen, man. It's like, seriously. The zombie walks over and she just allows it to make out with her. Like, I don't get that, okay? Okay, first of all, you're in a fucking room full of guns and bullets. Why the fuck isn't Joel grabbing anything for his voyage, for his trip?
No kidding.
Number one. No, number two, you wanna kill all these things and make sure it blows up, right? You want to make sure they all go up in flames and die. You're gonna stand there with your fucking shitty ass lighter that doesn't work half the time, instead of just holding the grenade in your hand and pulling the pin. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I feel like
Maybe she was thirsty for a zombie, and then the zombie noticed her, and then he's a pick-me zombie.
Notice me, senpai. One of those, but no, that scene really pissed me off. I'm like, okay, this is. I don't know if I should chalk that up to bad writing or bad directing or whatever it is, but whoever was in charge of that decision, no more. Okay, go away.
I still say it would have been way cooler if like just nothing went off and she had to die anyways.
Oh, like her death was futile.
Exactly.
That
Just for fun.
and
It's like, that was
yeah.
a bleak situation. So
Yeah.
why the fuck not? Just fuck, nothing I did happened, and then she turns around, Captain Makeout right there is right there in her face instead of wandering. to her
Captain
face, and then she gets
Makeout.
fucked up.
Man, but no, seriously, I thought it was the stupidest scene ever, and it disappointed me. And to be honest, I think if had they played it in a direction where they allowed Tess's death to be completely useless, and then Joel and Ellie would see like a swarm of people running out of that building, and like, okay, well, Tess is fucking dead. She failed at destroying these things. We need to move. And instead, we just them calmly walking away. After a giant explosion, which should have alerted everyone. So
Whoa, bro. Oh, why does he sound like that?
so in the end, like, episode 2 to me was great. It wasn't as good as episode 1, and it was just because the end ruined it for me. It turned into trash. And very, very happy to say that this. Very happy to say.
Very happy.
Huh?
Oh no, sorry, I didn't hear what you said, but keep going.
I was gonna say, I'm very happy to say this trash is brought to you by Neil Druckmann. He directed this episode.
I like what you were saying before. Whoever wrote this episode.
I don't.
Should be shot.
I don't think he wrote it. I don't think he wrote it. To be fair.
Or directed it. Whichever one.
As
Whichever one.
long as he's involved.
No, he didn't write it. He didn't write it. He directed this episode. You know what? Leave it up to him to see something weird get fucked. You know what I mean? That's his thing. He just likes seeing weird things get fucked. So.
Also, that's why he fucked up the ending. Okay, it wasn't really a fuck up. It was just kind of lame. Like, all the suspense, there was no real suspense. She's just there flicking the lighter for 12 years, and then the thing makes out, and then all of a sudden she does it. I'm like, okay, you still did it slow. There's still like 3 attempts, probably 2, but still.
I was kind of expecting her at that point to have like shot the ground or just been like, oh fuck it, and then just pull out her gun, because it was like, how many times did she try flicking that thing?
Or pick up one of the 50 fucking grenades you threw on the floor.
No shit.
Stupid grenades. I'm gonna use the slider I never use.
Man, I
honestly thought, like, when the second Like all the spores and things clearly went into her face, therefore the rest of her and everything. I thought that she was gonna drop the light or turn into a zombie and then just kind of turn around and go like, bleh. Like,
Oh, that would have been neat.
yes,
Yeah.
anything but like some lame explosion after 12 years where all the zombies clearly fucking left. They're all bolting. They're all bolting. It took Joel and Ellie, like the zombies weren't even that far behind, and they're plain ass bolting. They are bolting. You're telling me that all those zombies can't run faster, maxed out on roids, just
They don't
no
even need to
pain
breathe.
whatsoever, just bolting after these people, and you're telling me a little girl outran them?
Oh my god. But
A little girl and a guy waiting for said little girl. You're telling me a horde like that ran through that place and still got caught in that explosion while Ellie and Joel are cool?
well, the camera panned for a side-to-side shot when Captain Make Out was making out with Tess. You don't know. Maybe they were lining up. They go run that
There's
cordyceps.
free makeout sessions.
They go run that
All the
cordyceps
zombies
train.
turn around and
But yeah, to me, it's just that whole thing. And like you said, had they gone with a more bleak route, like for instance, like Tess failed, she didn't set it off at all, and you see Joel and Ellie observe the things run out there, knowing, okay, well, Tess is gone now, and
it's cool that they miss. Like
Look,
they could have
like-
easily have just missed them. They don't actually have a sense to find them either. They
Yeah.
could have been like hiding or just not in that direction.
but I think it would have set the gravitas, which the game gave us, which is like, yo, yeah, you're gonna meet people, they're gonna fucking die all the time, you know. And I think it would have set the show in a more serious tone. But to be fair, they stuck to the source material. Tessa's sacrifice worked in the game, and her sacrifice
That
here
is fair.
worked. It's just her sacrifice was
Yeah,
it was
wasn't as
weird.
impactful.
Her sacrifice was
Why-
sexualized and grandiose. It's fucking weird. It's like
Damn that sex act. Why didn't she just get shot then? Like, why didn't they just go with the original stuff instead of that?
well, that's what I'm
I don't know.
thinking.
I find like it take just for a zombie to stop like that and have spores come out its mouth. It's like, okay, this is a weak attempt at Resident Evil for who some reason also decided to have shit come out their face.
Oh my
Like-
god.
Why couldn't they just be normal ass zombies? Why did it have to take 12 years for it to walk over and infect her more? Like, I don't know. I thought it was unnecessary, and anyone who thinks it was suspenseful needs to just learn what suspenseful is. F it.
Oh shit!
Now my friend commented.
Boldness.
I'm giving her a shout out if she's here. Hi.
Um.
I don't know. I just thought it took away from the pacing. That's all.
No, it did
Yeah.
absolutely. No, the moment I saw that, it took me right out of it. And I was like, "What is this trash? What am I watching now? Like, what is this, Riverdale? All of a sudden? No, I'm not interested.
Riverdale.
Fuck. No, man.
Well, I thought Archie.
But
Still,
yeah, it's just.
To the rest.
But other than that, to me the episode was very good. I enjoyed it, and I'm invested to watch episode 3. I saw the previews for episode 3, and I completely forgot that Nick Offerman is going to be one of the main characters of the show.
What do we do?
Oh, he's supposed to be the
Bill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that dude.
Well, the only
guy.
part that I'm disappointed in is that in the game when we met Bill. Okay, now this is actual spoilers for people that didn't play the game, because this might show up in episode 3. In the game, when you meet Bill, he already lost Frank.
Yeah.
You know, so you meet him when he already lost the person that he cares about. So that's why he's already turned and tarnished, and why he turned into a fucking psycho, like booby trapping a whole city and shit like that. You know, but apparently in the TV show, you're gonna see the moment they meet, and they're gonna be together when Joel is there.
Oh, so, wait. So Frank is actually going to be around?
Yeah, Frank's gonna be around. He's gonna be alive. They're gonna be sucking face together, and because you got to shove that somewhere at some point.
I hope
Probably.
it's Frank from Always Sunny in Philadelphia instead.
So, anyways, I started blasting.
He started making out with me, so I started blasting him.
No, but to be fair, like the trailer that I saw,
Then he has to drop his magnum condoms for his magnum dog.
Massive condom for his magnum dog. Starts pulling out all these guns.
but
His wife beater and his giant oversized shorts.
But to be fair, the trailer that I saw, like, it could be a flashback of when they
It
met.
could be.
And like when Joel meets him, Frank's already gone. To be fair, so I have to wait and see episode 3 and how it plays out. But it's just the way they're portraying it, it's like they're all going to be together at the same
I
time.
really hope they don't do that because like Walking Dead like to alter some of the details of their show and everything, and then it being like, what? Why? It seems
Yeah.
pointless.
Well, I
Or like
remember.
added drama for the sake of doing it. Whereas why don't you
But
just stick
but
to the source?
I'm curious though. Do you think it's like realistically in any show? Do you think it's a good thing that they stick entirely to the source material and not put anything fresh, or have at
I
least a
feel
little bit of a
regarding
twist?
characters. I feel regarding characters they should stick to the original shit. Because then you're rewriting the entire story because you're writing literally a new reality with this person who didn't die. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
for example, The Walking Dead, spoilers, The Walking Dead, Carl dies in the show. In the
Mhm.
comics, he lives until the end.
God damn.
Yeah. You know, shit like that.
Hmm.
Or like in The Boys, if for those who haven't also seen it, Black Noir dies.
Who?
Okay, then I'm not. Oh, I already spoiled it because there's only one character. But anyways, a character who's really supposed to be in the end of the fucking comic dies in season 3.
I think yeah. Well, the last season just came out. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see it? Was he?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Oh, it's just PT, I guess then, huh?
No, I saw it.
Okay, yeah. So you know who Black Noir is then?
Oh, Black Noir. Okay, I was hearing something else entirely. It was like Black Noir. What the hell is Black Noir?
It's Black. It's Black Noir. What does he do? He kisses you at night.
He's like the tooth fairy, but you just call 911 when he's done.
All right, yeah. So for other people who have spoiler, whatever. Yeah. So Black Noir dies, whereas in the comics he ends up being a clone of Homelander, who then kills him.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. So I don't know. I disagree when it comes to like putting in characters or taking out characters. I feel like their fates should have been their fates. If you wanted to rewrite them like via flashback, then sure. But like to alter the story just to add a character because you feel like including some bitch who's not even there is kind of ridiculous. Or at
Well,
least in my eyes.
To be fair,
Like,
the
stick to the
only
shit.
the only reason I'm concerned about Frank being present with Bill and Joel all at the same time is not because in the game it was very clear that Frank and Bill had a relationship,
Okay.
and you just when you were with them you didn't understand why Bill was so upset and why and he never referred to him as like his boyfriend or his husband. He said it was my partner, it was my buddy, and things like that. So you thought he just lost his best friend and he was the last person he had left. And then when you start finding the letters and you're reading them, you understand, oh shit, these two guys had a relationship. That's why he's so upset, you know. And it hit you, this person he lost someone that he loved and cared about, and that's why that's why he turned into what he is, now.
Yeah.
And that moment stuck with you. It was one of the moments that created The Last of Us. What I'm fucking worried about is, are they gonna do that shit where they're just like they have to shove it in your face nonstop so you get it? The game didn't
I
do
see
that.
what you mean.
You know, the game didn't do that. There were just two people that cared about each other, and that was it. You know what I mean? Sorry, not even. There were two people that loved each other, and that was it. And you found that out, and it wasn't shoved in your face, and it hit harder when you found out. But now when it's constantly shoved in your face like a fucking flashing light,
Yeah, no, if it's constantly in your face, you're definitely not going to get the same feel.
and I have a feeling if they're keeping him alive to be there when Joel is there, it's just to be able to showcase that. And I hope I'm wrong.
Because I see that. I could see that happening, and then Joel deeply reflects on what just happened. Because, the loss of a loved one and blah, blah, like he did with the guard.
Yeah.
I don't remember him having so much reflection outside of, when Ellie was there and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
Like, I could do... I don't know.
like there is one thing that they changed that I saw from the trailer of episode 3, and it's that the Bill only booby trapped his home, not a whole fucking city, as far as I can tell. And to me, that's a change I'm okay with. It's a little bit more realistic for TV.
Yes.
It's kind of hard to believe someone booby trapped an entire town and is in control of it by himself. You know what I mean?
No one comes to visit.
It's my city. It's mine. Yeah,
So,
it's
yeah.
a mannequin. Me and Deborah's.
But I think the next person who's going to direct the next episode, if I'm not mistaken, I looked it up. Peter Hoare. Yeah. He He directed the Daredevil Netflix series.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wait, which season?
season 1.
Wait. Or were there
Oh.
even directors for each season? I don't know. Season 1 was the best one anyway, so ever.
He directed 3 episodes from season 1, which apparently were the big ones. He also
Okay.
directed an episode of Iron Fist. Let's not talk about that. And
What episode?
it doesn't say actually. It just says an episode, and that's it.
Just like, yeah, we don't care.
It also says that he directed and created the Dark Knight stories.
Okay.
The Dark Knight story. Oh, so he actually wrote part of the story with David Goyer for the movie The Dark Knight with Christopher Nolan.
Oh, cool.
So, I mean, you have a solid director on board, man. Hopefully we get something good at that episode. And I'm very happy to report that Neil Druckmann will not be directing any more episodes. So we might not see any more zombie...
Make it random makeout sessions.
Yeah, zombie face-sucking, leaving grenades on the floor, not picking up any ammunition situations.
Oh, man.
Fuck.
I wanted to see some hot zombie action. Ah.
It's so stupid because the show says how stupid it is. Like, you see Tess rummaging through all these weapons and crates, and like, they must have a radio. And Joel is like, I'm just gonna stand here. I'm not gonna take anything because it's wrong to steal. And, you know, fuck
That's
off.
what I meant before about like Joel just stood around, like ready to take orders. Like, what do you want me to do next?
You know,
I'm ready. It's like, okay,
Joel,
what?
you can't think.
No,
So-
I'm ready. I'm ready to think. I don't need to, but I'm ready to.
I'm not quite there yet, but I'm absolutely able to.
man.
Come on, man, just do it.
But like the scene where Tess reveals that she was bit, like that's shot for shot ripped out of the game, and it was acted very well. So
Yeah.
like it to me, it's still a good episode. I'm definitely going to give episode 3 a shot. And I saw they released the names, the titles of the episode, and yeah, the title of episode 7 is Left Behind. So so that was the name of the DLC that came out. Last of Us Left Behind.
Nice.
Okay.
Do you remember what that was about?
Isn't that what's it? The whole story with Ellie and what was her name? Riley.
Yeah.
So what? They're gonna basically like tie that in at one point.
No idea. Like, but the episode title is Left Behind, and I think it's just gonna show because like you saw Joel's loss. We're probably gonna see Bill's loss in the next episode. We saw the loss of Tess. Like, so there's the last. That's why it's called The Last of Us, and you're probably going to see Ellie's loss in that episode. Again, yes, Ellie's into chicks. I mean, that was established in the first game and in the DLC, and it's clearly visible in the second game because they had to introduce a smoking butt scene with someone else. Like, it's the apocalypse. Do what you want to do? I want to smoke some weed and eat some fish. Like, no, fuck off, all right? It's like...
No kidding. How's it going there, buddy Scrub?
Oh, Body Scrub's in the house.
Yes, he is.
Nice.
Apparently, the only punch that Bags gotten is when they colored it with fruit punch red. What that means is that I'll leave that to you guys to figure that out because I'm kind of lost.
The punching bag in my background.
Oh shit! Like, I completely forgot you have a punching bag that's sitting there.
Nice.
But yeah, the one thing I'll say is, like, I hope they don't again take that route in Left Behind where they just keep flashing the fact that, you know, she's into chicks nonstop. And the reason I'm worried about that is because, like I said, Neil Druckmann is not directing any more episodes, so, you know, hopefully it won't go that route. But he did write that entire episode.
Well, I mean, they did kind of hint at it at one point in the second episode where what's it? Tess is like, "Oh, we don't have everyone that's supposed to be coming for you. Your mom, your dad, your boyfriend," and then Ellie kind of just says, "I'm adopted," and nope. It was just the way she said nope. You can kind of tell they were already.
Nope. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. So, yeah. That's it for episode 2, and I'm honestly I look forward to it. So far to me, it's not bad. It's one of the better video game adaptations
Yeah.
so far.
Have you watched it, Body Scrub? Have you watched the Last of Us? Do you like it?
Have you watched it? Have you seen the
He's like, I don't watch trash.
I will not be the last of us. I'll be the first of us to not watch it.
Oh man.
Oh wow.
Hey, so what's going on this Sunday? What do you guys have planned? You guys gonna do anything in particular, or do you guys want to hit something up?
I mean, we can. What would you have in mind as far as hitting up goes?
I have no
I
idea.
mean, obviously Elden Ring was. I mean, it was a total hit. We should definitely do that again.
Oh yeah,
Elden Ring
it's
was
totally
fun.
Watch,
Yeah, honestly, it was
watching
fun.
PT, watching PT fall down to his death after trying to team the boss.
Take this, falls down, gets cleavered.
Think about it.
He owned him.
Trying to power level us while cheesing a
got
boss,
this,
and he
guys.
still died.
I,
The best kill ever. We got all
I was-
sorts of funny.
I was really hoping to climb back up before that happened.
Man.
Uh,
But yeah, no. If you guys had planned on filming some more fighter stuff, like doing your first versus competition or whatnot, I'd like to see that go down. Honestly,
That's what I watch
you know what I'm
guys
hoping
first.
for if you guys were to do this. I'm hoping to see
What?
like okay, let's face it, all right. Hybrid's gonna kick the shit out of you a lot in a lot of games.
nah,
Yeah.
it's not gonna happen.
He's not gonna win.
But dude, you're you're already Italian, okay? You're like Rocky
Oh,
right
he's
now,
Italian.
okay?
That's right.
You
I
can
have
come
the
back.
edge.
Hybrid is technically black, so he's kind of like Apollo Creed. So he's not the bad guy, but he's your enemy.
I'll be Apollo Creed, the one who wins.
So yeah. So like I'm rooting for you, PT. I want to see the growth. I want to see the evolution. I want to see you overcome.
There you go. You can have an entire channel based off of you losing, and then
You know what?
maybe one day you might win.
Once I finally finish God of War, I'm definitely going to start playing some more fighters, so I can maybe get a win on you.
Wait,
Tell you what, I
you
will
still
play.
haven't finished God of War?
I just got to what's it? That northern section of Vanaheim.
Cool.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, we're like I guess the game has opened up now.
Yeah, you're
Um,
you're not even halfway
nice.
through.
What?
You're not even halfway through it.
Oh shit.
Wait, what? Really? Like I've been to Vanaheim. I'm basically going back to what's it? Save because I don't want to ruin it for Josh, but save her brother.
Oh,
I've
you
already
son
said-
of a
Yeah.
bitch.
I've already done that part.
But that's what you just did, right?
Yeah, I did that, and then after I went, like I said, up to the little northern area, there's like a boatload of quests and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm
and
pretty sure that you either just or barely. You're not even halfway through it.
really,
The game's
God damn-
the game's long, man. I'm telling you.
Oh god damn it! I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I'll do some side quest. That's my problem. Is I get so wrapped up in side quests that I don't end up doing like the main part of the game.
Huh.
Some of the side quests are worth it though. Like you get some sick armor and shit from it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I look forward to playing eventually.
Do you have it?
should.
No,
The fuck.
so I want to get a PS5 by the time I play it, but I
Uh,
don't want to get a PS5 anytime soon because there's nothing else I really want to play.
agreed. I was gonna get a
So,
PS5
same.
just for God of War, but then it was being spoiled a little too much for me, and I was like, fuck it. Ooh, sorry.
There's already one spoiler that happened that I really wish I hadn't seen it because it does, for me at least, it ruins a good portion of the game now.
Nice.
Oh. It's when,
It's yeah,
it's when Kratos transitions.
exactly.
Nice.
What-
The God
sorry.
has support.
The gods floor. Instead of Ares, it's Aerith.
You could visit my mind realms.
It's like Kratos is Christina.
Oh man.
Uh,
But yeah, no, excellent. I'm really happy with the Last of Us. So until next time, boys. I can't wait to see episode 3 and see how Frank is going to kiss Bill. So
Nice.
Think about because
And they had sex.
well, you see
And we're gonna all see it.
but that's the thing. Well, I mean, like in episode 2, they weren't shy to show that the first subject there, which I'm not sure what was on the table. If it was a man or a woman, I don't have no idea, but I think it was a woman.
Yeah, I think so. Because it also kept referencing it as she.
Wait, who is a woman?
The corpse.
The corpse on the table that they inspected in Malaysia.
Oh yeah, yeah. It sure as hell seemed like a woman.
Oh, okay. So, so yeah. Well, appreciate you guys taking the time to talk to me today, and wish you both have a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah!
It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so cool.
It's gonna be so
What?
cute.
Hang on a second. Wait, I was about to end the damn stream. Yeah, no, she had titties, but like I don't know. When you look at the face, I was like, I don't know. She had a 5 o'clock shade.
Nice.
Did she? I guess. I didn't even pay attention to that.
Yeah.
Danny watched it on his. He watched it on his phone, like in between
He's
toilet
just sitting on his
installation.
stomach, watching his phone, his feet are in the air.
Well, it's not like the one. It's like I'm watching a show, not to be like, wait, does he have a beard? Does she have facial hair? Do they have genitalia? It's like,
No,
it's
but it's like no, because they showed everything. They showed genitalia, titties, everything, and I was like, okay, yeah. But then when they zoomed in and she opened her mouth, I was like, wait, is that a beard? I don't understand what's going on anymore.
She opens her mouth, she grows a beard. She'll close her mouth, the beard's gone.
Yeah, that stunt double just for
Upside down,
that.
Mr. Potato Head.
It's like,
What was those things called actually? You had like they're like Play-Doh things where you like do whatever and they grow hair.
oh,
Is that a thing?
Chia pets, yeah.
Chip. Yeah.
Play-Doh things.
That Play-Doh thing with the thing comes out, you know.
stuff grows.
Come
Oh,
on,
man.
guys. Don't you know what's going on? Play-Doh thing that just does stuff.
Remember those commercials? Chia.
Oh my god.
Throws it downstairs.
It was fantastic.
Fucking Aiden Ross.
Whoa. Did not mean to do
Aiden
that.
Ross. Because I'm looking at the Twitch stuff on the left.
Aiden,
Left.
what's the left?
Aiden Ross just chatting 64.1k. XQC 67.5k.
What, people on the stream?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know what's
Damn.
appealing about XQC, but whatever.
No,
Oh
I think he's
shit!
just-
Never
he's-
mind. My mistake. I'll recant that. No, there's no beard.
I think someone
It
saw
loo-
what
it
they
loo-
wanted to
It,
see.
loo- yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I wanted to see that beard. What did that beard go?
Neil Druckmann directed it. There's a beard, goddammit.
Oh, my beard with my dead corpses.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, that's a lot of snow.
What? Is it snowing that much?
Yup.
It's really
Yeah.
not that bad. A lot of people are like freaking out over it.
Oh, it's not bad. It's just blank. Like, I can't see very far. I'm looking outside. I'm on the 8th floor, and I can't see past.
He's leering into his neighbor's window. He's like, shit.
I can't see the naked man in the window no more, watching his television. No, there's an ice rink over there, and it's lit up like with spotlights and all that shit. But like, you can clearly see the snow. It's just horizontal. It's just blowing to the side. From
Like
the
that guy,
east.
it's like that guy
to the
from
west.
Family Guy. It's snowing sideways.
This is all
Oh yeah, the weather. With the weather with Dolly, I think. It's like
Yeah.
What's the weather? It's gonna rain. It's raining sideways.
Well, yeah, it's just blowing sideways.
Did you guys
It's a
watch
lot of
any? Did you guys watch any of the South Parks?
Yeah.
I've been meaning to.
Oh man, I saw the streaming war special. Oh man,
God.
it was so good.
Everyone wants it to be.
It was
But you don't
beautiful.
want to go to PP's water park?
Water park?
Yeah.
Yeah. The main choice is all the pee.
Oh my god.
It's PP's water park. Now all the drinking water's pee. Everyone's gonna want the pee.
Oh, you gotta check it out.
There's no more water coming from the springs. It's only pee. And guess who has all the pee? The pee.
What I
Oh
love
my
is that I
God.
just turned on my end screen and it's just Hybrid talking about pee.
Yep.
The stream is ending. Pee.
It's a pee. It's a pee.